The Power of Influence. The Secret to Making People Like You. Audiobook. Chapter 1. Understanding Influence. Welcome to The Power of Influence. The Secret to Making People Like You. This book is designed to be your guide to understanding the subtle art of influence and how it can be used not just to gain admiration or favor, but also to inspire and create meaningful relationships in both your personal and professional life. The essence of influence. Influence is not merely about changing others' behaviors or thoughts. It's about becoming a key part of how they experience the world around them. At its core, influence involves presence, empathy, and an understanding of human psychology. Why influence matters. Imagine being able to walk into a room and, without saying much, you're able to make people feel acknowledged, understood, and respected. The power of influence lies in its ability to foster positive interactions and relationships. It's a tool that, when used ethically, can enhance communication and trust between individuals. The first step. Self-awareness. The journey to becoming a great influencer starts with self-awareness. Understanding your own emotions, triggers, strengths, and weaknesses is crucial. It helps you to authentically connect with others without seeming manipulative or insincere. Knowing yourself. To develop self-awareness, start by reflecting on your interactions with others. Ask yourself, how do I feel during conversations? What are my initial reactions to criticism or praise? How do my values align with my behavior? This kind of introspection can illuminate aspects of your personality that you may need to develop or adjust to become more influential. Building authentic relationships. The foundation of influence is built on the quality of the relationships you nurture. Authenticity plays a pivotal role here. People are drawn to genuine individuals. To cultivate authenticity, be consistent in your words and actions. Listen actively to understand, not just to respond. Show that you care beyond your own needs and interests. Empathy, the influencer's superpower. Empathy is about more than understanding another person's feelings. It's about sharing their emotional experience. When you empathize, you connect on a deeper level, which naturally enhances your influence. Practicing empathy. Try to see situations from the other person's perspective. Be attentive to nonverbal cues like tone of voice and body language. Respond to feelings, not just words. The influence of communication. Effective communication is key to exerting influence. It's not just what you say, but how you say it that matters. Influential communicators use clear, concise language that speaks directly to the needs and desires of their audience. Enhancing your communication skills. Tailor your message to your audience. Use stories and anecdotes to make your points relatable. Be mindful of your tone, pace, and volume. Chapter 2. Mastering the Art of Listening. The Power of Listening. Listening is an art form that goes beyond just hearing words. It's about fully engaging with the person speaking, absorbing not just their words, but the full spectrum of their communication. Master influencers know that listening is a key tool in their arsenal, one that opens the heart and mind of both speaker and listener. Active listening. Active listening involves being fully present in the conversation. It's not just about waiting for your turn to speak, but truly understanding what the other person is conveying. How to practice active listening. Focus completely on the speaker. Put aside distracting thoughts and avoid preparing your response while they are talking. Show that you are listening through small verbal comments like "yes" and "I see," and nonverbal cues such as nodding, maintaining eye contact, and leaning forward. Reflect on what has been said by paraphrasing. "Sounds like you are saying," is a great way to show that you are paying attention. The role of silence. Silence in a conversation is not something to be feared. It's a powerful tool. Silence gives others the space to express themselves fully and shows that you respect their thoughts and are digesting their words. Embracing silence. Use pauses after questions to give others a chance to think and speak. When someone has finished a point, pause before you respond to show that you are considering their words seriously. Asking insightful questions. Questions can steer a conversation and deepen understanding. They signal your interest in the other person's thoughts and feelings. Crafting the right questions. Ask open-ended questions that prompt detailed responses, not just yes or no. Be curious about the speaker's feelings and opinions. Questions like, "What do you think about?" or "How do you feel about?" invite personal reflections. Responding with empathy. Your responses can either close the conversation or open it up further. Responding with empathy and understanding shows that you value the speaker's input and are engaged in the dialogue. Techniques for empathetic responding. Express appreciation for the speaker's openness and honesty. Acknowledge the emotions behind the words. Statements like, "It sounds like that was really challenging for you," can affirm the speaker's feelings and encourage further sharing. Chapter 3. The Subtleties of Nonverbal Communication. The impact of body language. Body language speaks volumes about your intentions and feelings, often more loudly than words. As an influencer, mastering the subtle cues of body language allows you to communicate confidence, empathy, and sincerity without uttering a single word. Harnessing positive body language. Maintain an open posture. Avoid crossing your arms or legs, as these can seem defensive. Use gestures that indicate openness and acceptance, such as open palms or a slight forward lean when someone is speaking. The power of eye contact. Eye contact is one of the most powerful tools in nonverbal communication. It can establish a connection, convey sincerity, and even command attention. Using eye contact effectively. Maintain eye contact for about 60 to 70% of the conversation to show you are engaged but not staring. Break eye contact gently to look away briefly. This avoids the feeling of staring and gives a more natural rhythm to the interaction. The nuance of facial expressions. Your face can express a multitude of emotions, often giving away thoughts before you speak. Being conscious of your facial expressions can help you control the message you send. Controlling facial expressions. Be aware of what your expressions convey. Practice in a mirror to see how you naturally react when you feel joy, surprise, skepticism, or disapproval. Aim to keep your expressions in alignment with your words. A mismatch can lead to mistrust or confusion. The role of tone of voice. The tone of your voice can shape the entire mood of a conversation. It's not just what you say, but how you say it that can change the perception of your message. Modulating your tone. Vary your pitch and volume to keep the listener engaged. A monotone voice can be perceived as boring or disinterested. Use a calm, soft tone when trying to soothe or reassure, and a firm tone when you need to convey authority or seriousness. The influence of touch. Touch, when appropriate, can be a powerful tool to strengthen a connection. A simple handshake, a pat on the back, or a touch on the shoulder can reinforce feelings of support and understanding. Guidelines for appropriate touch. Be mindful of personal and cultural boundaries when it comes to touch. Use touch sparingly and only in contexts where it feels natural and welcome. Chapter 4. Cultivating Positive Habits for Influence. Consistency in actions and words. To be influential, your actions and words must align consistently. People trust and follow leaders whose behaviors and communications reflect their stated values and beliefs. Practice integrity. Ensure that your promises and commitments are always fulfilled. Let your dependability be the foundation of your influence. Reflect regularly to ensure your actions remain aligned with your principles. The habit of continuous learning. Influencers are perpetual learners. By continuously educating yourself, you become more insightful and can share valuable knowledge with others, thereby increasing your influence. Ways to foster continuous learning. Dedicate time each week to read books, attend workshops, and consume content that challenges and expands your understanding. Engage with diverse viewpoints to enhance your perspective and understanding of the world. Developing emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, EQ, is the ability to understand and manage your own emotions, as well as recognize and influence the emotions of others. High EQ is a common trait among influential people. Enhancing your emotional intelligence. Practice mindfulness to become more aware of your emotional state. Learn to manage stress effectively to maintain clarity and focus during crucial interactions. Building resilience. Resilience is crucial for maintaining your influence, especially in challenging times. It enables you to remain focused and composed, providing a stable guide for others when situations are tumultuous. Ways to build resilience. View failures as learning opportunities rather than setbacks. Maintain a support network that encourages and sustains you through difficult times. Nurturing a positive mindset. A positive mindset not only enhances your well-being, but also makes you a magnet for others. Positivity attracts people and creates an environment where others feel more comfortable, supported, and motivated. Cultivating positivity. Practice gratitude by acknowledging good things in your life, which can transform your perspective. Choose to see challenges as opportunities to grow and learn. Effective time management. Managing your time effectively ensures that you can give attention to the right things at the right times. It's about prioritizing tasks that align with your goals and values. Tips for managing time. Use tools and techniques like scheduling and prioritization to manage your day-to-day activities efficiently. Learn to delegate tasks that do not require your direct attention, freeing up time for high-priority projects. Maintaining health and wellness. Physical and mental wellness is fundamental to your ability to influence. A healthy body and mind ensure you are at your best when interacting with others. Importance of health and wellness. Regular exercise and a balanced diet keep your energy levels high and your mind clear. Ensure adequate rest and recovery. Quality sleep rejuvenates the mind and body, enhancing your daily performance and interactions. By cultivating these habits, you not only enhance your own life, but also become a beacon for others. Your influence grows as people see the positive outcomes of your habits reflected in your daily actions and overall demeanor. Chapter 5. Harnessing the power of storytelling. The role of stories in influence. Stories have the power to move hearts and minds. They transcend mere facts and figures, offering emotional resonance and making complex ideas more relatable. As an influencer, mastering storytelling is a crucial skill. Crafting compelling stories. Focus on the emotional journey of the characters, not just the outcomes. Use vivid descriptions and sensory details to bring scenes to life, making your stories memorable. Connecting through personal stories. Personal stories are particularly powerful because they reveal vulnerability and authenticity. Sharing your experiences can bridge gaps between you and your audience, fostering a deeper connection. Sharing personal experiences. Be selective about the personal details you share. Ensure they serve the purpose of the story and align with the message you want to convey. Relate your experiences back to universal themes like struggle, perseverance, and triumph, to which everyone can relate. Using metaphors and analogies. Metaphors and analogies simplify complex ideas and relate them to everyday experiences. This tool can enhance understanding and retention of your message. Implementing metaphors. Effectively, choose metaphors that resonate with your audience's background and experiences. Use them to clarify concepts, not complicate them, ensuring your analogies are easy to understand and relate to. Storytelling in professional contexts. In professional settings, stories can be used to illustrate points, share visions, or communicate values. They can turn abstract ideas into concrete understanding. Professional storytelling techniques. Incorporate real-life case studies that demonstrate the success of a particular approach or strategy. Use customer stories or testimonials to build credibility and show the impact of your work or product. The timing of stories. The impact of a story often depends on its timing. Sharing the right story at the right moment can significantly enhance its effectiveness. Mastering the timing of your stories. Gauge the mood and receptivity of your audience before launching into a story. Introduce stories at moments of transition or when you need to underscore a point, making them more poignant and impactful. Practicing and refining your storytelling. Like any other skill, storytelling improves with practice. Regularly refining your stories ensures they remain relevant and engaging. Tips for refining your storytelling. Practice your stories in different settings, adjusting based on audience feedback. Continuously look for new stories and anecdotes to keep your material fresh and engaging. By integrating storytelling into your repertoire, you not only capture attention, but also inspire action and change. Stories are not just tales. They are tools that can shape perceptions, inspire trust, and motivate people towards a shared vision or goal. Chapter 6. The Art of Persuasion. Understanding the principles of persuasion. Persuasion is an essential skill for any influencer, involving the ability to encourage others to consider new ideas, adopt certain behaviors, or support initiatives. Effective persuasion is rooted in understanding human psychology and social dynamics. Key principles of persuasion. Reciprocity. People tend to return favors, offer something of value before asking for something in return. Commitment and consistency. People like to be consistent in their behavior. If you can get someone to agree to a small request, they are more likely to agree to a larger one later. Establishing credibility. Your ability to persuade is strongly influenced by how credible you appear. Trustworthiness and expertise are critical components of credibility. Building credibility. Demonstrate expertise by sharing knowledge and providing insights that are not widely known. Show integrity and consistency in your interactions to build trust over time. Creating emotional connections. Persuasion is not just a logical process, but an emotional one. Connecting with people on an emotional level increases your persuasive power significantly. Techniques for emotional engagement. Use emotional appeals in your arguments to tap into people's feelings. Tell stories that evoke emotions like empathy, sadness, or happiness, aligning these emotions with the action you want the person to take. The role of social proof. Social proof is a powerful motivator. People often look to the behavior of others to determine their own, especially in situations where they are uncertain. Leveraging social proof showcase endorsements, testimonials, and case studies to demonstrate the popularity and effectiveness of your ideas or products. Highlight the number of people who have already adopted the behavior or idea you are promoting. Utilizing the contrast principle. The contrast principle can be used to make your proposals appear more attractive by presenting them alongside less appealing options. Applying the contrast principle. Present options in a way that highlights the benefits of the choice you prefer. Use comparisons to emphasize the value and advantages of your proposal over others. The power of scarcity. Scarcity can create a sense of urgency and enhance the perceived value of what you are offering. People are naturally inclined to desire what is scarce. Harnessing scarcity. Highlight the uniqueness and limited availability of your offer. Use deadlines to add urgency, encouraging quicker decision-making. Chapter 7. The Ethics of Influence. The responsibility of influence. As you develop your skills in influencing others, it's vital to consider the ethical implications of your actions. Influence should be practiced with a sense of responsibility and integrity, aiming to benefit others as well as yourself. Prioritizing ethical influence. Always aim to be transparent in your intentions. Ensure that your actions and advice genuinely serve the interests of those you influence. Respecting autonomy. One of the core principles of ethical influencing is respecting the autonomy of others. This means acknowledging and supporting individuals' rights to make their own decisions. Encouraging independent decision-making. Provide all necessary information for others to make informed choices. Avoid manipulative tactics that coerce or unduly pressure someone into a decision. The importance of consent. Consent is crucial in all forms of interaction, but especially in influence. Ensuring that people agree to engage and accept your influence respects their personal boundaries and rights. Securing genuine consent. Clearly explain what you are proposing and what it entails. Allow individuals the freedom to opt in or out without fear of negative consequences. Balancing power dynamics. Influential relationships often involve unequal power dynamics. Being aware of these dynamics and striving to balance them promotes fairness and respect. Managing power responsibly. Be mindful of situations where you hold more power, such as with employees or younger people. Strive to empower rather than overpower others. Promoting positive outcomes. The goal of ethical influence is to promote positive outcomes for all involved. This means focusing on win-win scenarios where possible, fostering mutual benefits, aim for outcomes that benefit all parties, creating value that goes beyond your own interests. Avoid zero-sum strategies that benefit one party at the expense of another. Practicing integrity. Integrity is the cornerstone of ethical influencing. Maintaining your moral principles even in challenging situations builds trust and respect. Upholding high standards. Consistently act in accordance with your stated values and beliefs. Be honest and straightforward in all your dealings. The role of reflection. Regular reflection on your influencing practices helps ensure they remain ethical and aligned with your core values. Implementing reflective practices. Regularly assess the impact of your influence on others. Seek feedback from those affected by your actions to understand their perspectives and improve your approach. By adhering to these ethical guidelines, you can ensure that your influence is not only effective, but also honorable and respected. This approach not only enhances your relationships, but also builds a lasting legacy of positive impact. Chapter 8. Building influence in professional settings. Establishing thought leadership. In the professional realm, becoming a thought leader is a powerful way to amplify your influence. Thought leadership allows you to shape industry trends and influence the standards and practices within your field. Steps to establish thought leadership. Regularly publish insights and forward-thinking ideas in your area of expertise. Engage with other industry leaders and participate in discussions that shape your field. Networking strategically. Networking isn't just about collecting contacts. It's about building strategic relationships that can mutually benefit all parties involved. Effective networking increases your influence by expanding your reach and resources. Effective networking techniques. Attend industry events and participate actively. Follow up with new contacts with a personalized message referencing your conversation. Influencing through collaboration. Collaboration is a key strategy for expanding influence within a workplace or industry. Working together on projects can establish your reputation as a cooperative and effective leader. Tips for successful collaboration. Choose projects that align with your skills and offer the opportunity for visible impact. Encourage open communication and share credit generously. Leveraging social media. In today's digital age, social media is a crucial platform for building professional influence. It allows you to reach a larger audience and establish your brand. Utilizing social media effectively. Share valuable content that benefits your audience, not just promotional material. Engage regularly with followers through comments and messages to build relationships. Communicating with impact. Effective communication in professional settings involves clarity, persuasion, and the ability to convey complex ideas simply and compellingly. Communication strategies. Tailor your communication style to your audience to ensure your message is understood and retained. Use data and evidence to support your statements, enhancing your credibility. Navigating office politics. Office politics often carry a negative connotation, but they can be navigated ethically to enhance your influence without compromising your values. Navigating politics ethically. Stay informed about the informal networks and dynamics within your organization. Align yourself with individuals who share your values and can support your initiatives. Mentoring others. Mentoring is not just a way to give back, but also a powerful method for building influence. Teaching and guiding others establishes you as an expert and leader in your field. Benefits of mentoring. Share your knowledge and experience with less experienced colleagues, which can help you refine your own understanding. Build loyal networks of individuals who respect your guidance and extend your influence. By integrating these strategies into your professional life, you can effectively build and exert influence, establishing yourself as a respected leader who not only achieves personal goals but also contributes significantly to the broader professional community. Chapter 9. Influence across cultures. Understanding cultural diversity. Influencing across cultures requires an understanding of the diverse ways in which people perceive, think, and react. It's crucial to approach cross-cultural interactions with an open mind and a willingness to learn. Appreciating cultural differences. Educate yourself about the cultural backgrounds of the people you interact with. Be mindful of cultural norms and values, and how they might impact communication and behavior. Adapting communication styles. Communication styles vary significantly across cultures. What is considered polite or straightforward in one culture may be perceived as rude or ambiguous in another. Adapting your approach. Learn about direct versus indirect communication preferences and adapt your style accordingly. Use clear language while being sensitive to cultural nuances in conversation. Building trust in diverse settings. Trust is the foundation of influence, but building trust can be challenging in multicultural environments due to different expectations and norms. Strategies for building cross-cultural trust demonstrate respect for cultural traditions and practices, show consistency in your actions, and follow through on your commitments. Negotiating across cultures. Negotiation is a common requirement for influencers, but strategies that work well in one cultural context may not be effective in another. Cross-cultural negotiation techniques. Understand the role of hierarchy, face-saving, and group consensus in different cultures. Prepare by learning about the negotiation styles typical of the cultures you are engaging with. Leveraging cultural intelligence. Cultural intelligence is the capability to relate and work effectively across cultures. Developing this intelligence can dramatically increase your effectiveness as an influencer. Enhancing your cultural intelligence. Engage in regular interactions with individuals from diverse cultures to build and refine your skills. Attend training and workshops on cultural competence. Managing international teams. Leading teams across geographical and cultural boundaries presents unique challenges and opportunities for influence. Effective international leadership. Promote inclusivity by ensuring all team members, regardless of their background, feel valued and understood. Facilitate regular team interactions to build camaraderie and understanding among diverse team members. Overcoming language barriers. Language differences can be a significant barrier in cross-cultural influence. Clear and effective communication is essential for overcoming these obstacles. Overcoming language challenges. Use simple, clear language and avoid idioms that may not translate well. Consider the use of translation services or bilingual team members to bridge communication gaps. By embracing these practices, you can extend your influence effectively across different cultural landscapes, fostering understanding and cooperation in a globalized world. Chapter 10. The Digital Age of Influence. Embracing Technology in Influence. In today's digital world, technology plays a crucial role in shaping how we communicate and influence others. Embracing these tools can expand your reach and effectiveness as an influencer. Leveraging digital tools. Utilize social media platforms to share your message and engage with a broader audience. Employ digital tools like webinars and podcasts to deliver content that educates and inspires. Managing your online presence. Your online presence is often the first impression you make. It's important to manage this presence carefully to ensure it reflects your values and enhances your influence. Curating a professional online profile. Maintain consistency across all platforms in terms of the tone, style, and content of your posts. Regularly update your profiles with relevant achievements and insightful posts. Engaging with your audience. Online platforms provide unique opportunities to interact directly with your audience. Engaging effectively can build loyalty and amplify your influence. Techniques for effective online engagement. Respond to comments and queries promptly to show that you value your audience's input. Create interactive content like polls and Q&A sessions to foster a two-way conversation. Utilizing data analytics. Data analytics can provide deep insights into the preferences and behaviors of your audience, allowing you to tailor your influencing strategies more effectively. Applying analytics to influence. Use analytics to track which types of content generate the most engagement and adjust your strategy accordingly. Analyze audience demographics to better understand and meet their needs. Digital ethics and privacy. With great power comes great responsibility, especially in the digital realm. It's important to use the power of digital influence ethically respecting privacy and data protection laws. Ethical considerations in digital influence. Be transparent about how you collect and use data. Ensure that all digital interactions are secure and respect user privacy. The role of AI in influence. Artificial intelligence, AI, is reshaping the landscape of digital marketing and influence. AI tools can help in personalizing interactions and predicting trends. Integrating AI into your strategies. Employ AI to customize content for individuals based on their previous interactions and preferences. Use AI-driven analytics to predict future behaviors and tailor your influence campaigns. Building a virtual community. Creating a virtual community around your brand or cause can enhance your influence by fostering a sense of belonging among your followers. Strategies for community building. Encourage interaction among community members to build relationships and loyalty. Provide value through exclusive content, advice, or opportunities to meet needs and interests. By mastering these digital strategies, you can harness the power of technology to expand your influence, reaching more people with greater efficiency and effectiveness. Chapter 11. Sustaining long-term influence. Creating lasting impact. The true test of influence is not just in persuading others in the short term, but in creating an enduring impact. Sustaining influence requires consistency, reliability, and continuous engagement. Maintaining consistency. Ensure that your messages and actions are consistent over time. This builds trust and reinforces your reliability as an influencer. Regularly revisit and reaffirm your core values and mission to your audience. Adapting to change. Being adaptable in the face of changing circumstances is crucial for maintaining influence. Flexibility allows you to stay relevant and effective as conditions evolve. Embracing adaptability. Stay informed about new trends and shifts within your industry or community. Be willing to adjust your strategies and approaches in response to feedback and changing environments. Building a legacy. Influencers who leave a lasting legacy are those who have made a significant, positive difference in their fields or communities. Thinking long-term about the effects of your influence can guide your actions towards more sustainable and meaningful outcomes. Focusing on legacy. Invest in projects or initiatives that have long-term benefits for others. Mentor and develop others to continue your work, ensuring your influence extends beyond your direct involvement. Reinforcing your network. Your network is a critical support system for sustaining influence. Continuously nurturing these relationships ensures ongoing support and opportunities for collaboration. Strengthening relationships. Keep regular contact with key individuals in your network. Offer help and support to others, fostering a reciprocal relationship. Leveraging success stories. Showcasing your successes can reinforce your status as an influencer and inspire others to follow your lead. Success stories serve as powerful testimonials to the effectiveness of your approach. Sharing successes. Highlight case studies and testimonials that demonstrate the impact of your work. Use these stories in your communications to enhance credibility and attract new followers. Continuous personal development. Influencers who continually seek to improve themselves can adapt more effectively to new challenges and maintain their relevance over time. Investing in self-improvement. Pursue ongoing education and professional development. Seek feedback and use it constructively to refine your skills and strategies. Fostering innovation. Innovation keeps your strategies fresh and your influence potent. Encouraging creative thinking and new ideas is essential for staying ahead in any field. Encouraging creativity. Promote a culture of innovation within your team or community. Experiment with new approaches and technologies to find novel solutions. By focusing on these strategies, you can ensure that your influence remains strong and positive, driving sustained change and leaving a lasting imprint on those you reach. Chapter 12. Measuring and analyzing influence. Setting clear goals. To effectively measure your influence, start by setting clear, measurable goals. These goals will guide your strategies and provide a benchmark for assessing your success. Defining your influence objectives. Establish specific, achievable objectives related to your influence efforts, such as increasing engagement, expanding your network, or changing specific behaviors. Use SMART criteria: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, to ensure your goals are well-defined. Using metrics to track influence. Metrics are essential for quantifying the impact of your influence. Choose metrics that directly reflect your goals to get a clear picture of your performance. Key metrics for influence: engagement metrics like likes, shares, comments, and views can indicate how compelling your content is. Conversion metrics, such as sign-ups, purchases, or attendance at events, show how well you're persuading your audience to take action. Analyzing feedback. Feedback from your audience is invaluable for understanding the effects of your influence and areas for improvement. Leveraging audience feedback. Regularly solicit feedback through surveys, comments, or direct conversations. Analyze this feedback to discern patterns or common themes that can guide your future strategies. Benchmarking against peers. Comparing your efforts with those of peers in your field can provide insights into your relative effectiveness and highlight areas for improvement. Methods for benchmarking. Identify key competitors or peers with similar goals and compare your metrics. Use industry benchmarks to set targets and understand your position in the broader landscape. Utilizing data analysis tools. Modern data analysis tools can provide deeper insights into your influence metrics, helping you to make informed decisions about your strategies. Tools for measuring influence. Employ analytics platforms tailored to specific channels like social media, websites, or email campaigns. Use data visualization tools to clearly see trends and patterns over time. Adapting strategies. Based on insights. The ultimate goal of measuring your influence is to refine and adapt your strategies to be more effective. Continuous improvement. Use the data you gather to make informed adjustments to your content, communication style, and engagement tactics. Experiment with new approaches and measure the results to continuously evolve your influence strategy. Reflecting on ethical influence. As you measure and analyze your influence, always reflect on the ethical implications of your strategies. Ensure that your methods respect the values and autonomy of your audience. Ethical considerations in influence measurement. Avoid manipulative tactics in both strategy and measurement. Ensure transparency with your audience about how you collect and use data. By focusing on these comprehensive strategies for measuring and analyzing your influence, you can ensure that your efforts are effective, ethical, and evolving with the needs of your audience. This final chapter ties together the principles covered throughout the book, empowering you to harness the power of influence to achieve meaningful and lasting impacts.